On today's episode of Open Box Policy, we talk about one major topic. Jamie actually brings this up. Lucid dreaming. Do you have... Yes, Devin.
Yeah.
Basically, Devin ends up getting angry. But do you have lucid dreams? Do you know what lucid dreams are? If you don't, or if you do, listen to the episode.
We educate.
Yes.
We actually do education on this.
I'm pissed for two reasons. One of them you'll find out in the episode. The second reason, we didn't bring up the movie Inception once.
Because that's okay.
Yeah, you did. You said it.
I might have said it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could bang Leo in my lucid dream, I would have made that happen.
Here we go.
Anyway.
All right. Well, we're going to move on. You can find us on our socials. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at OBP_raw.
You guys fucking hate him. Anyway, if you want to continue the conversation, send us an email, obppodcast@gmail.com.
Expensive. I got drunk and ordered some business cards a few nights ago randomly.
Do they have your actual
professional
information?
business cards?
I was gonna say, or do they have master
certified
of vaginas or something?
yeah, and it's got the apostrophe, master of vaginas. Yeah, master of ginas. No. I just got drunk and was sitting at my house, and I started looking through all these business cards.
I can't believe you got drunk and did official business cards.
Well, no. These are not they're not really official. I love business cards that are very, very simple. That just have the name, the title, and then email and whatever. They're just they're bold. They're bold and they're kind of whatever.
I have cards like that.
So I went on and I just found all these different designs, and then I was like, no, I want the clean design, and I changed the font, and I ordered them, and it was on one of those websites where it's for $10. It's $10, maybe $20 for $500.
Vistaprint says, yeah.
Basically.
That's where I get mine from.
So I wake up the next day and I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, that's right, I ordered business cards last night, and I look it up, and it's $50. Jesus. And I was like,
you did all the fancy shit.
What did I do? Yeah, I started, I started getting all the options. It was you should upgrade. So I was like, okay, I'll upgrade.
They always want you to upgrade shit. And you're like, fuck yeah, I'm going to upgrade.
You want round edges? I'm like, yeah, why not?
I do.
So I did round edges. And they're like, oh, you want a satin matte finish? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. And it's 10, 10, 10, every fucking time you upgrade. So I've got these. I showed them to a friend of mine, and he just shook his head. He was like, "You could have done better." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, appreciate it."
So I needed to get business cards. This is a couple of years ago. For my work, when I was going to some conventions to run press, and so I would pass out my business card for press information and also advertising in the publication I'm an editor of, and so my boss decided, okay, I'm going to make you some business cards. I was like, I can do it. And he was like, no, I'll do it. So he got them, and I was like, yay, this will be good. He's like, I put a picture of you on there, and it basically says your name, editor, and the publications you're an editor of, and the back is your contact info. And I was like, cool. So simple.
Yeah.
And he showed me the pattern he picked out. So I get them, and the picture of me is a picture of me that he took off of Facebook. And
shitty quality.
All tits.
Well, no, but it's right before I got married in 2012, and I have jet black hair.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I have found the best light, and I'm not smiling. It's clearly not a professional picture.
Yeah.
It's not.
So it just
good.
looks shitty.
So then I passed them
why
out.
Wouldn't he ask you for?
I passed them out at the trade shows, and every single old ass dude, which is everybody at these trade shows, all I give them, and they go, oh, this is a good picture of you.
Ugh.
So 5
Do you have
years
any
passed.
naked ones?
Right? 5 years passed, and I said, I'm going to another trade show, and my hair is blonde, and I was like, I'm going to get some new ones. He's like, oh, just finish the ones you got. And I was like, I really need some new ones. He's like, just finish the ones you got. So then I spent the next year passing them out at trade shows for press, and they would go, "Oh, was that you? Oh, that doesn't look like you anymore. Oh, I like the blonde hair," being fucking creepy and just gross.
I don't like business cards that have pictures on them now.
Me neither. It's like IDs.
It is an ID. So the business card.
But I think it benefits me because, sadly enough, in my profession, almost everybody who advertises with us, who I run press for, go to conventions for, are men over the age of 50.
Yeah.
And I am not a man over the age of 50. And so I think that was my boss's kind of thing. Like, there's a picture of you. They'll remember you.
They'll remember the woman.
No, well, and I mean, It's like a resume. You have to stand out. So speaking of standing out, so on Vistaprint, you can basically put things on the front and the back. Mm-hmm. So
pretty standard.
They're showing me the front, and it said flip to the back. And, I'm hung over the next morning. I flipped it over, and in huge bold letters on the back of the card is white. The front of the card is black. So that's black and with like white lettering or like off-white or gray lettering. On the back, apparently Drunk Adam thought it would be funny to have "send nudes" on the back.
No, you did not order business cards with "send nudes."
Did you really?
No, but it would be great if I did.
Oh my God. I was about to fucking say.
Hand them out at the bar. Like, here's my phone number, send nudes.
And then people go, look at this fucking douchebag with goddamn business cards rather than being a human being and just being like, hey, you want my number?
But I bet I would get a lot of nudes.
No, you would not. There's no woman that's picking that card up with nothing except for a phone number and a name going, I'm going to fucking send some nudes. And if you get the nudes, they're not going to be nudes you want.
I think he would get probably about 25%.
He'd get dick pics.
That's what I was thinking.
100%.
Yeah, I'd get like dick pics.
Some guy would pick one up, find one, and then be like, this motherfucker, he's going to get it.
Yeah.
And then dick pics all day.
Yes.
I saw something on Instagram where a guy made business cards for bad parkers. So whenever he saw somebody parked in two lanes, he would put the business card and it said congrats on being an asshole. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I love, have you seen the people that go around with chalk in their car?
And they make their own space.
They draw the lines of how they should be parked.
Yeah, and they'll write ass hat. Like ass hat or fuck face or something like that.
Every time I see that, I go,
ass hat parking.
I go, I need to do that. And then I never do it. And then
you have a house full of chalk, bro.
The next day, you fucking see somebody, you're like, I should have fucking done that.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do that. There have been a couple times that I've, and I had an older truck, and I would pull in next to some ass hat that would park at the very front of the parking lot, like not at the bottom. He would park at the very front, or she would park at the very front of the parking lot and park in two spaces, and I would weasel my way in right next to the driver door.
Fuck yeah.
Where it was impossible.
Have you seen the videos of that?
Yeah. Some of those are fake, though.
For sure. Yeah. And some of them, you can tell which ones are fake, for sure. But some of them are pretty good.
I never got any gratification. I came out one time and the person was gone, and you could tell that they had like gone bam, bam, bam. Like they beat my door a few times to get in, and I was like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And another time,
their car.
I waited and waited and waited because it was this huge diesel pickup, and I knew it was going to be some redneck fat contractor that had been. It was at Home Depot. And I just waited and waited and waited, and no one ever came out. So I just got in my car and left. Probably. Jamie's got a topic. Did y'all talk about your topic?
Christ.
I know.
Kind
of.
Yeah,
we have the best transitions.
Yeah, well, I was waiting to transition.
Adam.
I was going to find a way to transition, but you just fucked that up real fast.
Mm-hmm. I didn't fuck it up.
Adam's always like, all right, we're going to talk about death now. And it's like, we were just talking about having babies.
She has a good topic.
Do I?
Huh?
Do I?
Well, I mean,
so.
In the name of you and I remaining friends and being sweet with each other, yes, Jamie has a great topic.
No, I mean,
it's interesting.
Yeah. So I guess the start of this is that I've been having weird dreams and just weird sleep stuff. And it actually has been going on for a few months. But over the last couple of weeks, it's really picked up and been like a really, I don't know, just weird stuff. And so I just happened to be talking to my best friend about this, who and just kind of like a general conversation. I didn't call her to talk about it, but we were talking about it, and she, up until about 6 months ago, she's in nursing school now, but she was a sleep tech. And she did that for like 10 years. And so she's done everything and seen everything. And so I was kind of explaining to her what was going on, just kind of in a conversation. She's like, "You're having lucid dreams." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I've heard of lucid dreams." She's like, and she started asking me questions about it. Like, can you control your dreams? And I was like,
Devin,
yeah.
do you know what lucid dreams are?
I do.
Okay,
Yes.
so I didn't. She kind of had to.
So,
I've heard of them.
For anybody who's
She had to kind of explain
listening
it
who
to me.
may not know, because I actually didn't know. I've heard of them, but I didn't know too much about them. And so the actual, like...
Are these the type of dreams where you wake up and your loins are all wet?
No.
Okay.
Those are just Adam dreams.
Those are wet dreams.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So lucid dream is a dream during
Did
which...
I pee on myself? I'm sorry.
Stop talking about
I'm
fucking
sorry.
peeing and jizzing on yourself. Okay. A
the same
lucid
time.
dream is a dream during which the dreamer is aware that they're dreaming. During a lucid dream, the dreamer may gain some amount of control over the character's narrative and environment. However,
Are
this
you
is
reading
not actually...
something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's reading.
I'm reading
She's
the
reading the
actual-
definition.
I was
of
like,
it.
For
are
people
you
who
doing this
don't
shit
know.
from memory? Because you sound like a
No.
dictionary.
This is not actually necessary for a dream to be described as a lucid.
So that was the part of it that I didn't know about.
Me neither.
But when you described it to me, suddenly I had this flood of memories come back
Yeah.
of times that I had actually had a lucid dream.
So I would say that I can't remember any time that I've had one up until about a year ago. And then up until about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I've had one every single night. Today I took a nap when Porter was napping and Elle was at school because I was up all night last night, and I had a lucid dream in like an hour. So like in my lucid dreams, I know I'm dreaming, and in my dream I'm like, I'm dreaming. And if things start getting weird and terrifying, because I always have really weird fucking dreams, I will change it. So I used to have dreams where I would be in a car that'd be
fucking cool.
speeding, and I can't slow it down no matter what, and I would spend my whole dream, which feels like an eternity, not being able to slow this car down. But now, this past week, I would say 3 nights I've had this dream, and then I've gotten out of the car, and then while in the dream, I've been laying there going, man, Elle's gonna be, I have to get Elle for school soon. It's gotta be close to when she's getting up, and I'll just wake myself fucking up from my dream. Like,
You
just
have
like a
these
snap.
naturally?
Yeah. The last 2, hold on.
Or are you
No.
using drugs?
I know. No. I would say 2 nights a week I do use Unisom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really? You use Unisom?
So I started using
Is
Unisom.
Unisom the gateway to lucid dreaming?
But I only do it. I only use it maybe 2 nights a week if I've had like a night before that was tough. So when I was pregnant with Porter, I didn't sleep well because
I'm so sorry. I'm laughing. I'm so sorry. I'm listening to you. I was thinking about
my
Unisom.
lucid dream tonight is gonna be me fucking killing you. Just so you know.
Like skull fucking me.
No, no.
But will you
Where did
stop
that?
it?
What the fuck? Fuck you! That just
Like that
Anyway.
would be like the biggest judo move in a lucid dream if you knew you could stop like doing something and you chose not
But
to.
that is my point. That has been happening to me. Like that has been the last 2 or 3 weeks.
You chose
every
not to
fucking
stop?
night. Sometimes
Really?
I have been in a dream, knowing that it's a dream, and then going, "Let's see what happens."
Ah, okay. So that's where like some of my stories.
Which is
go.
weird because so
now
before you go into
do
it
you
though,
get really calm?
oh yeah, because I know I'm in a dream, and
Yep.
that's the fucked up part is that I'm.
That's what happened
but
to me.
every night. So I sit there and I go, I know it's a dream, and it's weird because I'll wake myself up because I know I need to get up, or I'll go, I know this is a dream. Let's see where this goes. If it's not terrifying,
I've explored. So that's what I did in mine.
it's fucking weird.
I would roam around in the dream and be
Yes.
like, this is kind of cool. I want to see what happens. And you're like watching a movie. You kind of watch it go down and you're like, I'm totally awake. Like I know that it's basically when your subconscious and your conscious start to interact with each other.
Yeah.
And it's like your conscious mind is like, Adam, like you're in a dream, or Jamie, you're in a dream.
Remember, like think about doing that every night for 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, that would be
Not
weird.
only is it weird, but I also feel like I don't get any rest because I feel like my brain, and maybe that's why I've been so tired, like my brain is conscious I am dreaming.
All
So
right.
it has to somewhat fuck with your psyche and like your deep sleep and all of
I'm
that.
not talking
but
right now because I'm fucking pissed.
Why?
I've
But-
always wanted to lucid dream, and I've never been able to
So-
lucid dream.
Really?
So that was my
Absolutely.
friend was telling me that there are people who like
Unison,
train
bro.
there are people who train to do it.
So here, give me an example. Pick one and give me an example of like how you kind of changed it and
Okay.
I have an
whatnot, and then
example.
hold on, and then I'm going to give one, and then Devin's just going to sit there and be quiet because he doesn't have one.
Right. Oh, you guys are talking about lucid dream. Okay. I was gonna because I've trained before, and
Have you?
know, like always, I've fucking stopped a week later. It's probably why I haven't.
Yeah,
lucid
there's like
dreamed.
5 steps, but
You've
there are
trained for lucid
Well,
dream?
there
Yeah,
are
yeah.
there's a
there's
there's a
techniques
large
that you can do.
Yeah, there's
in order
techniques
to
that you can do.
in order to like make your mind
Yep.
aware while you're in the dream.
So
Yeah.
I want you to talk about that. Tell me an instance when you've had a lucid dream and kind of like how you interacted with it.
I had a dream. It was a couple days ago. And in my dream, I was in my high school and I was running late to class, which I have that dream all the time.
Yeah, classic dream.
I couldn't figure out the combination to my locker. And so I'm panicking. Well, then my ex-boyfriend, who I dated in high school, shows up, and
It's like Saved by the Bell.
And he is like now, but he's like now a woman, but he's in love with me. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, how you doing? He's like, I'm so good, but doing all this cool stuff. And I was like, great. I was like, I can't figure out my locker combination. And he gave me some bunch of numbers or whatever. And so I'm sitting there trying to put them in. And then in my dream, I'm sitting there and I'm going, I'm in a fucking dream. And in my dream, I just stopped doing the locker combination, which I've done a billion times before and just kept doing it and being late to class. And then I continue walking down my senior hallway. And then my ex-boyfriend's like, hey, we should go get like dinner. Like basically like, well, let's cheat. And I'm like, I have a husband and I have 2 kids.
Ah.
And
No,
I'm
you
like,
don't. Not in the dream, Jamie.
but in my dream, I know I do. And I'm like, actually, I have to wake up soon because I have to take my daughter to school. And so in the conversation was not with him about that, but the conversation was me of like, this is bullshit. Like,
I like the way you say school.
He's not a woman.
Random.
B, this is a dream. And C, like in my dream, I am in high school, but I'm very aware that like I'm married and I have kids and I need to wake up soon. And then I just woke myself up about 15 minutes before my alarm clock went off to go take out of school.
Yeah.
But like every night I've had those, just different weird stuff where I've been like, this is a dream. Let's do, like I said, I have one where I'm driving down the highway and no matter how many times I push the brake, my car just keeps going at
Yeah.
like 90 miles per hour, but I never hit anything.
It's the impending doom where you
But I never hit
fall
anything.
off or you jump off.
But I'm always ready to. And for the first time in like 4 years of having this dream, I legitimately just opened the door and like stepped out of the car I was moving. And I was like, I'm in a fucking dream. This is ridiculous.
Well, I'm going to
Like,
go out on a
in my
limb.
head.
That seems way more dangerous than just staying in the car.
But in my head, I knew it was a dream. Like
Yeah.
I went like, this is a dream.
Let's see what this feels like.
Yeah, like
Well, earlier when you told me that, you were like, I just got out of the car. My first thought was like, wow, that's really irresponsible.
well, it's just because, but I've had that dream since I was like 15.
Yeah.
But
So-
this time I was like, I know it's a dream, so I'm just gonna fucking open the door and get
jump out.
And I got out, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, I was just standing on the street, and then I was like, I gotta wake up soon.
It's like the
And then I
Flintstones.
just woke myself fucking up, and it was like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
like
Fucking
really
jealous.
fucking weird.
So I used to have a lot of nightmares that would start off with me being in a very familiar place, but as we all have dreams this way, it's a very familiar place that's full of very unfamiliar objects and people. So the dream has this, or at least this is how my dreams are. It has this very like comfortable / uncomfortable, this like odd juxtaposition, and this it's like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
I know I'm at my parents' house, but none of this shit is my parents.
Yeah.
And I know that if I turn left, there's a bathroom there, and you turn and you're like, but there's not a bathroom there. But I know this is my parents' house.
So you feel comfortable, but also at the same time you're uneasy because it's like, I know where I am, but I don't.
Exactly.
I don't like this. Yeah.
So in all of these dreams, there will be various people around me, and we will be interacting.
People you know?
Well, again, people that I recognize, but I feel uncomfortable because I don't like know these people. So it's like this always this like weird
It's weird the fucking people that come into your dreams that randomly, and you're like, holy shit, I forgot they even existed. And they show,
So I have numerous instances when I can remember something like I love horror movies, and like in a horror movie when someone will hear they'll be at a party and they'll hear like a boom. And they'll open the blinds, and off in the distance, they'll see something happening, and they know that whatever is happening is going to come to them eventually. Yeah. So it will be kind of like that style scenario where now we have to act and we have to get shit done.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I start to get very anxious because I'm the leader and I have to act or whatever. And on numerous occasions, I had a lucid dream where I would start to freak out. Like some of my dreams, like my nightmares are about ghosts and like demons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I would, it's weird.
Well, mine were the same way, and then I had kids, and now all of mine are about fighting my children dead. So.
Oh, okay. That's even worse.
Well, you've also passed your demonism to your little girl because she sees them.
She is blessed.
So I don't know if you call it blessed.
I'm waiting for Porter to get the gift.
So I would, like in the dream, like all these things would be happening, and I would be full of classic terror. And
Are you
then
wearing sweatpants?
And then basically.
Oh my God, sorry.
And then it just goes away. Why?
I've never seen you in sweatpants.
I know.
Ever.
Yeah. How are you supposed to unbutton your sweatpants?
I was. That's the thing that I noticed. I realized his buckle wasn't flailing around his crotch area, and I was like, "No, there was no dinging that was moving around."
I'm actually wearing sweatpants too.
Well, fuck you too. I was gonna wear sweatpants. I was like, I'll be a little bit official. I'm wearing jeans.
You should have. So anyway, I would like all the shit hits the fan, and I suddenly become
leader.
Aware. No, I become aware.
Oh, okay.
And everyone is running and freaking out, and I just am looking around, and I'm like, I am asleep right now, and I know.
Isn't it fucking weird?
I know that I have to wake up in the morning, but while I'm here, I'm going to enjoy this, and so then I'm like, hey everybody, it's cool, like nothing's gonna happen, and everyone's still freaking out, and I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand, like we're in a dream. That's like that kind of stuff, like total aware.
Yes, and that's the thing is. With kids, and because I have to wake up and like take Elle to school and get her ready for school, same thing. I'm in a dream, but rather than being like, I'm going to enjoy this, in my dream, I go, I have to wake up soon. Like I have to get Elle up soon. And
you're responsible.
I have no idea what time it is, but I will wake myself up, and sometimes it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh, thank God. And sometimes it's 5 minutes before the alarm clock goes off, but it's weird. I think I told you guys a couple episodes ago about the dream I had where like I was in a car with my dad and I ran up the hill, and then I found Porter in like the pool, and it was a couple episodes ago.
You told us about that.
So I had another where he was like drowned, and the lifeguards were like hanging out in the corner having a great time. So I had another one like that last week, but it was Elle. But in my dream, it was a different pool, different circumstance. I went in there, and Elle was like drowned in a pool, and I pick her up, and then in my dream I'm like, this is a fucking dream. Rather than being upset about it, which is what happened a couple weeks ago, I was like, this is a dream. And then I just woke myself up because I was upset in the dream, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I just woke up, and it was like 2 a.m. and I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. And when you wake up from a lucid dream like that, even if it's a nightmare, you have a tendency to not be so
panicky and
upset about it.
Yes.
You're just like, whatever.
Like I just chose to woke myself up because when the Porter thing happened, I remember waking up the next morning being like frantic, like, oh God. But with this one, I was like, in my dream, I was like, I'm dreaming. And then I woke myself up and I was like, not upset.
So Devin, what did you do to train? Like, how did you try to train yourself? I want to know.
I've read a little bit about this, but not
Step one,
too
you
much.
get really pissed at the people who can easily lucid dream like Jamie. And then you dream about murdering them.
Yeah. Then you drink tons of whiskey.
No, it's more like cues with your body, because that's like one of the first things you notice in a dream, apparently. But you basically like take one of your hands and then you try to put it through the palm of the other, and then you just like continuously do that throughout the day to where it becomes like sort of like a habit. Like you do it reactionary, you know?
Oh.
And in the dream, like you'll find yourself doing it, but you'll notice that your hand goes through the palm of your other hand. It doesn't stop. So that's how you know that you're in a dream, and that's what triggers your mind to basically make you aware. And you're like, holy shit, I'm lucid dreaming. That's just one of the techniques.
Yeah, I when I Googled
That
it after my
seems
friend.
Way simpler than I expected.
Well, no,
Yeah.
when my
It's
friend.
not like Inception, bro.
Yeah, there are different things you can. Yeah, that's what Devin. There's certain things you can do throughout your day that will help you lucid dream. I remember reading about it when Cameron first told me about that.
And it's just like physical cues.
Yeah, things you do throughout your day to supposed to think about certain things or do certain actions, and then it helps you. And if you do them for long enough and continue it on, then you can lucid dream. But
I'm looking it up now. Oh, okay. So
if you Google lucid dreams, one of the first things is
I typed in training, and it says lucid dreaming training. By regularly practicing the following techniques, you can train your brain to lucid dream. Number 1, you make your bedroom hospitable to dreaming, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, sounds like nonsense.
I'm earplugs and eye masks. I'm dead to the world.
So my room is pitch black. I have like blackout shades.
So is mine because I wear an eye mask. So same. Hey, what about your room? What's your room like, Devin?
I bet you before you say anything. No. I bet you that Anna loves to have like night lights or like something going on.
They like the TV.
Yeah,
we already
I told you guys
this.
that we sleep with the TV on.
Well, but then you gotta stop that.
Sometimes we shut the TV off and sleep with a like a salt lamp on low.
You gotta stop that.
No.
I'm pitch black. I can't see anything. Somebody could come in and murder my husband and I would not know. Eyes can't see anything. Ears can't hear anything.
Yeah, you mute your senses. Yeah, that's a good idea. But I'm like a huge fan of dreaming and dreams in general. Mostly on the mystery behind it, like why we dream, how we dream, stuff like that, what it means and shit. So like hearing people that can easily lucid dream like you, Jamie, just really pisses me off.
Okay,
hold on. Let me finish reading.
We're trying to help you. What's the second one?
Let me finish reading these.
We're trying to help you.
We're trying to help you.
While you all were talking, I read through these, and my eyes rolled so far back in my head that I was staring at the back of the fucking room.
Was it like just believe?
Was it so dark that you were lucid dreaming?
Yeah. I started to lucid dream. No, these are just so fucking lame.
To lucid dream, you have to share this post.
Yeah.
Share this post 5 times and tag your friends, and you can lucid dream
Otherwise,
too.
Devin's going to die. So, number 1, make your bedroom hospitable to dreaming. Number 2, keep a dream journal. So
actually, that helps you.
Recognize your dream signs. This is where I start to get pissed off because I'm like, what do you mean? Perform reality checks. What the fuck do you mean?
That's the palm thing. That's your reality check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use the MILD technique, MILD. And obviously none of these are explaining what they mean.
It's just a list.
Can I hold on? Let me interject real quick.
Look at MILD.
No, but what I'm saying is I just looked at another thing and it's a 3-step and the 3 steps you've already mentioned, so apparently it's a general concept of what you're saying.
So the other dream journal, like it helps you remember your dreams and recall them easier to help you while you're dreaming.
So number 6 is try going back to sleep, which I've done that a lot. If I'm having a great dream, you try to go back to sleep, and sometimes you can remain a little bit conscious. Then there's number 7, which is what am I trying to say? It's induced sleep paralysis, which is a part of people that will meditate and try to have like out of body experiences.
Don't like that at all.
I've had sleep paralysis once.
I never have.
I woke up. No, this is terrifying. I woke up in my room.
There's fucking movies
and
about
I felt
it now.
the weight of a man on top of me.
Yeah, you
probably
told
was
us
a
that.
man.
You told us that one episode.
It probably was a
'Cause
man.
And
You were freaked out.
Yeah, it was your husband. I couldn't get up, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not down with that. I've heard people who've had that, and it sounds fucking terrifying.
Plus,
Yeah.
the haunting of Hill House, she had sleep
Yes.
paralysis. Fuck that, bro.
The sleep paralysis is it happened to me when I was a kid. It happened to me a few times where I would wake up
I can't imagine.
and I would be in my room and I would try to move and nothing would move. And then you have that overwhelming feeling that something's holding you or that there's something in your room when realistically, like, you're still dreaming, but your eyes are open.
Can you imagine the people who have that, like, on almost
on a regular basis?
I would.
Terrifying.
Ugh.
No.
I would not be taking you to some. I'd be
Lucid
taking
Dreaming,
cocaine.
a beginner's guide.
I already hate this.
I have a repeat quote. I will be aware that I'm dreaming each time you fall asleep. Unquote.
Oh,
that
so
like
it's
a
like you have
mantra?
like a
So
like
yeah,
affirmation
each night
or
as you
mantra.
fall asleep, repeat to yourself, "I will know I'm dreaming," or similar phrases until you drift out of consciousness. This
That's
technique
fucking
is known as a You say those words because you know those words. You can say words better than me.
Yeah, let me see it.
Mnemonic.
Oh, mnemonic. The M is
Mnemonic.
silent.
Johnny
Damn it.
Mnemonic.
See, my old last name and you silent. I'm
Yeah, so or a
Mnemonic.
similar phrase until you drift out of consciousness. The technique is known as mnemonic induction to lucid dreaming. Yeah, it's a weird word, but
I mean, you have to be super committed to just lay in bed and then say that over and over again.
well, that's what I'm
because
saying.
we all know
like,
that when you
that's
get
no fun.
when you get in bed and lay down, you can think about everything you want. But if you focus on one thing, you know you never focus on that the whole time. Your
So-
brain goes everywhere.
On the other side of this coin, I love to dream. I love to wake up and think, whoa, that's so crazy. I love dreaming. I've been taking CBD every night, and CBD is very similar to anesthesia for me, where I'll be like about to have knee surgery, and they're like, okay, here's your meds, and I'm like, okay, see
Count
you later.
down from 10.
And like your eyes close and your eyes
Really?
open, and it's like light in your
That's
room.
terrifying for me.
Speaking
No,
of
it's
CBD, did you
awesome.
get a
I
sponsor?
know, but I've had so many like surgeries and things like
No, I
that.
have
Like
not.
that's my least favorite. It's like count back from 10, and then you're like 10, 9, eyes closed. Holy shit! Wake up 3 hours later. Where the fuck am I? That's like panic for me.
Last time that I went into surgery, I don't know if I've told y'all this story. I was laying in the bed, and I'm an old pro with surgery. I've had a lot of surgery, and so I'm like, give me the meds, and they give me like some Valium, and I chill out, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna start giving you all the real shit, and there's all these really big shots and all this stuff. So they gave me all of the stuff, and then I started to get loopy, and when I get loopy, I get very conversational. So we're rolling through this community room of all these people that are going off to all the surgery rooms, and my olfactory senses just went into high gear.
I'm the same way.
and I
get
could
super
smell a sausage biscuit.
Oh Jesus!
And I'm
Pretty sure you've told us the story too.
where I screamed out. I was like, sausage biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody, I can
Did
distinctly
you pull
remember.
your IVs out like the fucking Hulk? Sausage biscuit.
And
I was
started
thinking more
laughing,
like-
and then I went to sleep. So I woke
I was thinking
up.
more like Sloth from Goonies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
biscuit.
So
Sausage biscuit.
I woke up and I'm like, all right, what did I say? And the nurse was dying. She was like, you started yelling about wanting a sausage biscuit. And she was like, you were just like, I smell sausage biscuit. Like, I want a sausage biscuit. Because I had to fast. I couldn't eat for like 18 hours beforehand or something. But yeah, CBD is crazy. I actually, even though everything you take is going to have a quote unquote side effect. And you have to, as someone who likes to take supplements and I take some medications, like you have to become very, very comfortable and very one with the side effects. And that's been an interesting side effect. When I take CBD,
Lucid dreaming?
No.
Oh, just waking, just anesthesia.
It's like a movie. Like you see your eyes shut.
So when
and then
you
you
take
wake up
it-
and it's light in your room.
So when you take it, how soon after you take your CBD do you have that effect?
30 minutes to an hour. May I actually?
And
I'm going to say
do you wake up feeling tired?
Not usually. I wake up.
See, I should take that. See,
and you need to take some. I told you need to take some probiotics too. It's fantastic. It'll change your life.
I know. You
need to drink that booch. Kombucha. That kombucha.
Dude.
No, see, I started taking Unisom when I was pregnant with Porter because I had my kidney drain in. And yeah, I had a drain that was basically outside of my kidney all the time and a bag attached to my leg. And so I didn't sleep well through most of my pregnancy. And
Unisom is like high-powered shit, too.
Well, no, Unisom is basically Benadryl. That's what it is. It has no Tylenol. It has nothing else in it. It's certified safe for pregnant women. It's not
I
like
thought Unisom was like the shit that would like comatose your ass.
No. Unisom is safe. It's actually a lower grade than Benadryl. So my OBGYN I was like, I can't sleep because I have a fucking drain in my kidney. She's like, you can take this. It's not addictive, which it's not. I mean, in my opinion,
it's not, but I have to have it
every night.
But I took it during my pregnancy, and then I probably maybe take it once a week if I had like a night before that was rough, and then I'm like, oh god. But
so that's the key to lucid dreaming, is what you're telling us.
Apparently, but I just started about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I didn't take Unisom for the first time until I was pregnant with Porter in 2016, and then I stopped taking it. And then every once in a while I would have an issue. So maybe it is, but I'd prefer not to take
the ability.
Just maybe, I know, but you don't unlock it. You can, do your hand thing.
Do my hand thing throughout the day.
Yeah, touch your palm.
Yeah, touch your palm.
Do reality checks. Do I need to creep? I've actually kept a dream.
Get a face mask. Get a face mask.
Yeah, I did.
Imagine waking up and feeling someone else touching your palm.
No, it's funny that you say that because, when you're talking about like dreaming and you wake up and you fall back asleep. So that's actually what triggers my dreams. So if I say I have to be up at like 7:30, if I set an alarm for like 6 a.m. to like wake myself up, I'll get up, turn my alarm off, I'll go right back to bed, and then that's when I have my dreams.
Really?
Yes. So it's like it's there. I'm just not breaking through to the lucid part. So you'll
sleep all night, and then you'll wake up before your alarm, and then you will dream after that?
Yeah. So I'll choose a time to wake up way before my alarm, like an hour and a half, and then I would. That's basically like what would trigger my dreams when I would fall back asleep.
That's interesting. It's almost like you sleep peacefully all night, and then you wake up to something, and then go back to sleep and maybe have like an uneven sleep pattern because you don't sleep too long.
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a nap today for an hour, which like for me is not a real nap. Like if I can nap all day every day, I fucking love sleep. But I took a nap today for an hour while Porter was napping because Elle had like art club. And my 1 hour was a fucking chaos of like lucid dreams of making decisions and all that. More so than probably every night. But it was only an hour rather than 7 hours.
Right.
That's interesting. So do you remember, do you dream often before that time?
No. I can't remember any dreams before I intermittently wake myself up. Which is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would think that would like trigger a lucid dream because, I wake myself up out of, let's say, REM sleep, and then I'm sort of conscious throughout the rest of it.
You would also think that during that big chunk of time that you're doing a big chunk of sleeping, you would have some sort of dreaming, but you're not. And the dreaming you're having is in that short period of time. I'm going to ask my friend who's a sleep tech because they do all that stuff.
Yeah.
You need to look into supplements and stuff. There's all kinds of supplements and herbs that can affect your dreams. Like you should start taking some of that stuff and just see how you feel about it.
But I mean, he's healthy, he's good. He just wants more lucid dreams.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and if you take not supplements, not supplements to like make them healthier, but like drugs can affect the way your mind works at night. I mean, there's got to be something.
I just need to do heroin before I go to sleep.
Nah, you just need to pop out. You just need to pop out. Not you. Never mind. I was going to say.
I just need to pop out a child.
Just pop out
Is
two
that what you're
kids
gonna
and
say?
I'm like, yeah, just pop out two kids and like don't sleep for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden your dreams become
You need to let.
your only escape.
Oh fuck!
And then you
Absolutely.
you need an escape.
Shit got really depressing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pop out a couple of kids real quick.
you should try
Just do
try
it.
making some. Matter of fact, tonight when you go and you try to make some kids, I want you to text me about it
Okay.
Gross.
I'll do that.
Why?
because that's what dudes do.
Oh, can I say something real quick before we go?
I would rather you
Sure.
not.
You probably don't want to hear this.
Oh shit!
So I was in the car today with Porter. We were going to the bank, and we were talking about Glenn's car. And then Porter goes, Adam has a fast car. And I was like, he does. And he was like, Adam and Dad both have fast cars. I was like, he does. And he goes, Adam has no kids. And I said, he doesn't. He goes, Adam has a dog. I go, Adam doesn't have a dog. And he was like, why? And I was like, he just doesn't. He was like, Adam has a cat. And I go, Adam doesn't have a cat. He goes, so Adam has no kids and no dog and no cat? And I go, yeah. And he goes, oh no.
Oh shit!
And in my head, I was like, Adam loves dogs, and Adam loves you and Al,
Yeah.
you know. So that's funny. He's like, does he have a mom? And I was like, he has a mom. He's like, does he have a dad? I'm like, he has a dad. He's like, but no kids. And I was like, no. He was like, that's all he said.
I'm gonna put that on my headstone. I'm gonna put that in my will. On my headstone, I want.
It was
I
so
want,
precious. He was so concerned.
No. ...
He was so concerned, and then I explained to him like, but Adam loves you and Al, and he was like, yay. But like,
I thought you were gonna put Adam has no kids, Adam has no cat, Adam
has no dog.
Adam has no wife.
Adam has no life.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was so concerned
Peace
for
out,
you.
motherfucker.
It was very sweet for a 3-year-old.
No, it is sweet, and he's becoming aware. He's becoming very
Right.
very aware that
we
this,
need to shut
this,
that shit down
this
before
large
he
man
comes
that
too
comes
aware.
to his house is oddly lonely.
And he talked all about your fast car. He's like, he said he has no car seats, and I was like, no, he doesn't. And he's like, he can't go too fast. There's no car seats. I was like, yeah. He's like, he has no kids, and I was like, oh God, fuck.
I'm gonna cap it off for you, Adam. You may have no cat, but you sure pull in the pussy.
Oh my
Yes, let's end.
This is Devin.
God.
This is Adam.
This is Jamie.